Hi everyone, Jonathan Martis here with North Pacific Real Estate. I want to do a drive through Bothell so you can get an idea of what it looks like. I know there's a lot of pictures online and you can look at Street View, but I think it's different when you can see just a video of in real time of what it's like driving through, and I can kind of show you what's in the city and what it has to offer. So I'm gonna jump on the freeway and we'll get going. Okay, we're gonna be getting on 405 South freeway here, and over here in Linwood where we're actually at right now, it splits with I-5 and 405. So you can see up there it says I-5 North. You can go I-5 North, and then it splits here to I-5 South and then 405 South. So we're going to be taking the 405 freeway, and that's going to take us into Bothell. Traffic starts to clear up a little bit more after 9 o'clock, and between 6 and 9 you're going to catch quite a bit of traffic. It's always different every day, but yeah, so you'll see 405 South, that's going to bring you into Bothell, and then Kirkland, Bellevue, and then also we'll go to Renton, and eventually 405, the 405 freeway will merge into I-5 South. It kind of goes around Lake Washington and then meets with I-5 South and merges together after Seattle. So to the left, you would be staying on I-5 South. That would bring you down into Seattle, the Seattle downtown. And then also here on the right, we're going on to 405 South. Speed limit on most of these freeways is 60 miles an hour. In some parts of Washington, it's 70, but that's when you're more outside the major metropolitan area. And then from here on 405, it'll be about 2 to 3 miles before we exit into Bothell. We'll be getting onto Bothell Everett Highway. My office for North Pacific Real Estate is in Bothell as well. It's close to Bothell Everett Highway exit. So if you do look me up on Google Maps, you'll find the address there, or on Zillow. The sun is pretty bright, so hopefully when we turn on one of these next streets off the freeway, we'll get a clearer view. One thing you'll notice about Washington is you won't see billboards on the sides. It's almost, you'll see some in some Indian reservations and some parts, but overall you're not going to see many advertisements or billboards, which is nice. They want to try to preserve the natural look of Washington as best as possible, and not having the billboards definitely helps. On that far left side of the freeway here, that's an express lane. So you'll see there's some cameras or scanners up there on the left. Those scan a tag on your car. It's called a good to go pass. And then you can take that lane if you pay. The rate changes depending on traffic flow, or if you have 2 or 3. At certain times of the day, you can have 2 in the car and you can use it for free if you have that pass. Or at certain times when it's more busy, you need to have at least 3 people in the car. So it'll fluctuate, and there's signs, you'll see one coming up here, that will tell you how much it costs to use it. And also how many people you'll need in the car if you want to use it for free without paying. So right now I can see it. It says 2 or more is free with the pass, and then it's 75 cents for each of those exits. If you take the furthest exit, it's still 75 cents, according to my understanding. And they just deduct your account that you have set up with Good to Go. We have some hotels here on this next exit, and we'll have shopping and restaurants and some stores. Okay, Bothell, Mill Creek exit here, 527. So when we're gonna exit here, if you go to the left at this light, it's gonna go through Bothell and then eventually into Mill Creek, which is the nearest city next to Bothell. And then on the right side, you would go more into the Bothell area, and eventually kind of into the downtown Bothell area. Go ahead and start on the left. We'll take a left here. See some of the different shopping centers. On the right side here, you'll see there's an Outback Steakhouse, FedEx, Kinko's, and some other stores there. There's also a Chick-fil-A on the corner, QFC shopping center or grocery store, a Big Five, and some gas stations, and several different restaurants. And then my real estate office would be on this right side, not too far away. There's a church here as we turn left. There's a church, it's a pretty big size. I will go from time to time with my family in the mornings. It's called Canyon Hills Community Church, so it's here on the right side. On Sundays, if you exit here, it's going to be pretty backed up because on the far right side, everyone's trying to get in. So if you notice traffic on those days, that's the reason. It's a pretty full church there, so keep that in mind on Sundays if you're commuting here or going somewhere in the mornings. On the right side here as well, you'll have a Starbucks, you'll have a McDonald's, and there's a really good Thai restaurant as well. We're going to be coming up on the Fred Meyer. Fred Meyer is a grocery store. It has groceries, but it has clothing and kind of all kinds of different things that you would need. It's a huge store that has everything almost, but that's a popular place where people like to shop. And we'll actually go in, try to pull in so you can see what other stores they have there. There's a medical center here, Pacific Medical Centers. I've been here as well with my wife and kids. And so they have several doctors there, and it's an option for you if you're looking for a doctor. And after this, you'll see there's a Panera Bread. This is the shopping center I was referring to, the Fred Meyer Shopping Center. So I'll pull in, and we'll take a look at some of the restaurants. We got Panera Bread, we have Red Robin, Chipotle. There's a Verizon, Canyon Park Commons, and there's a restaurant here on the right as well. Ready Spaghetti, Sport Clips, Menchie's, Lavish Nails and Spa. It's still early in the morning, so a lot of these places aren't open yet, but all right, here's the Red Robin. This Chipotle over here has a drive-through, but it's a mobile pickup order, so you can't just pull up and ask to order something. You have to order on your phone, and then they'll tell you when to pick it up, and then you just pull through the mobile pickup order, drive through it, and they ask for your name, the order, and they'll give you the order that you placed. It's nice, but it would be nice if it was a full drive-through, a typical drive-through, but it's just the next best thing, I guess. We have a key bank here on my left, and this is the Fred Meyer. It's usually pretty full here. If you come to this Fred Meyer, you might see some of my advertisements with my wife on the shopping carts. Our main focus is the Bothell area. This Fred Meyer is pretty big. It's usually a little harder to find parking, but there's enough parking to where you'll find something. There's a Chase Bank inside as well. And then there's a fitness center here on the right. I think they changed the name recently. Let me take a look. Body Shop Fitness. So fitness center here. Some charging stations here for electric cars on the left for Fred Meyer. And then also here's a sushi place that my wife and I, actually my daughter as well, really likes. It's called Sushi Hana. Definitely recommend it. There's a foot spa here. There's a dry cleaner. You have a State Farm, Sunny Teriyaki, Smile Dental, International Market. That place is really good. I'm Romanian, so I went there and they had some things that I remember eating growing up. The UPS store, Bollywood Pizza, Burger, and Supercuts, Bonspal Nels, and then Sushi Hana again, and then there's a Starbucks here. This Starbucks doesn't have a drive-through, so keep that in mind if you ever do come here. Across the street, there's going to be a Safeway as well with a Dollar Tree. We're trying to see if I can get over to go back through. I'll just make a quick U-turn, go through there, and then continue. Safeway, I think most states have it, but the ones that don't, if you're moving here, it's a grocery store. It's not going to be like a Fred Meyer with clothes and everything. It's more of your typical grocery store with, it's a decent size. A lot of people like going there. Looks like they do have some electric car charging stations as well. I see one of them, so I think they have one. Maybe there's possibly one more somewhere else. I don't see it now, but at least one charging station. As more people get electric cars, I know that's important. Actually, just passed a Tesla right there. There's a 76 gas station here, an AT&T, Mail Postal Boxes Plus, like a mailing station. Nails and Spa Store. We have a tax company. Some restaurants here. Subway, got a hair salon. Licensing department. So I'm originally from California, moved here several years ago. And what I liked about Washington is you can go into these licensing departments and just get your renewal tabs or do whatever you have to do to register your car. In California, it took a long time at the DMV, Department of Motor Vehicles. So I like that. They have a lot of locations here where you can just go in and get that done. All right, there's some other stores here, as you can see in the video. And then at the corner there, there's a Dairy Queen. So some of the other shopping centers that wanted to show you, and then also across the street, there's some other places to shop as well that we haven't seen yet. It's always good to know where there is to shop, what there is to do in the city that you plan on moving to, or even if you're already moving here. It definitely helps There's only so much you can see on photos or online. A video like this, I think, helps people kind of get an idea of what the city's like. So this is Bothell Everett Highway here. If you go right, you're gonna go into Mill Creek. If you go left, you're gonna go more into Bothell. Got a car wash here on the right, Shell gas station, Bank of America. Let's go ahead and pull in. And if you're watching this video and you want to see maybe some other parts, feel free to scroll forward in the video. We have a professional center here on the left, and we have Papa John's Pizza. Beauty salon. Looks like a produce store here on the left. And then that car wash. And then here's a Bank of America as well. Across the street, Walgreens and some other stores. And then we can continue on to the other side of the freeway. Right turn only. All right. So on this street here, you're going to start getting into more of the neighborhoods. There's not too many. This is Filbert. It's going to turn into Filbert Road. Back there was Maltby Road. So this is Filbert Road. Well, it's still at 524, but it's going to turn into Filbert soon if it hasn't already. And these are more communities with homes. You're not going to find too many stores here. The main shopping centers were back there and across the freeway. But I'll go ahead and turn around. We can go see the other parts. Other shopping options. There's a park here across the street. Centennial Park. Several parks in Bothell. Nice ones that people like to go to, and some have playgrounds, some have different trails, and some have baseball fields, but a lot of options to choose from. Okay, in here, we're gonna have a Walgreens, Pizza Hut. It's like some tax places, Nellen Spa. I believe there's a T-Mobile here. Kids Dentist. Yeah, T-Mobile here on the left, and then there's a tanning store as well, tanning place. I don't know what you would call it. Tanning salon, there you go. Education center here as well. You can see in the video some of these options. Authentic Indian cuisine also. Okay, I'm gonna go on the other side of the freeway. Remember, I mentioned that as you go to the right from the freeway, you're gonna go more into Bothell. Here where we're at now, if you continue facing where I'm going now, if you turn left, if you're gonna continue to go that way, you'll be still in Bothell, but you're gonna start to get into Mill Creek eventually. Discount Tire. Location 2 if you ever need to get your tires fixed or replaced. storage location here on the right, and then also a gourmet latte express bars. It's a coffee shop, drive-in. Those are popular here. We're just gonna go past the freeway the way we came in. There's an apartment complex here on the right side called Providence, and then there's a fire station here, and then also Phillips is up here on the right. On the left here there's an LA Fitness, I believe, unless they see if they closed down. I don't think they did. They may have. I don't see the sign there, but there was at one point a gym. LA Fitness, it's pretty huge. There's one in Mill Creek as well, which is not too far from here. As we pass this light, if you go to the right side, it's going to say Linwood 405 North. So you would take 405 North, and then if you need to get on I-5 to go on I-5 North into Everett and Marysville, Arlington, up to Mount Vernon, eventually even into Canada, it's going to be a few miles after you exit here on 405 North. If you take 405 South, that brings you into Kirkland, Bellevue, Renton area. So this is where we turned off the freeway. Now we're going to the right side from when we were at the light at the freeway. Let's turn in here on the left. We have a Petco. We have a PCC community market. They have a lot of organic food and high quality food there. Grocery store. We have a nail salon. And a lot of similar types of stores like where we were before. You'll have nail salons, you'll have some tax planning companies. There's a chiropractor here as well in this location. Bangkok Cafe, that place is really good. Been there before. And then there's a Rite Aid here. Orange Theory Fitness, Big Five. Alright, let's get back on the road here. And you can see there's a lot of places to shop, a lot of restaurants, not too far away. So if you live in Bothell, you're going to have a lot of these places central to where you are. And we're not in downtown Bothell yet either, but you'll find a lot of restaurants there. Also, so at this light, if you turn left, you're going to go up 228th Street Southeast. That's going to take you eventually to Highway 9, which is in the Snohomish area. There's different ways to get into Seattle and to Bellevue as well. So that's the option here in Bothell is nice. You can take 405, you can take I-5, you can take Highway 9 as well. So if you go east here on this road up to Highway 9, you're going to hit that area where you can go take 9 into the 522, Highway 522, and then you can take that onto 405 and go into Bellevue. So there's a lot of different ways you can get to your job if you do work in one of the bigger cities like Bellevue or Seattle. This light's taking kind of a long time. Hopefully it changes soon. Mud Bay for dogs and cats right there across the street, and then they also have Big Fish Sushi Restaurant. I've been there as well, and it is very good. A lot of good restaurants. Mod Pizza, you might see it on the far right. If not, you'll see it once I pull in. They make your pizza really quick over there within like a few minutes. They make it right in front of you. Put all the toppings. I think since the last time I went, you can put as many toppings as you'd like. And they have, I think it's the same price for each pizza, but I think it's like $6 to $7. I may have raised the prices recently, but it's pretty popular. A lot of locations. They put a lot more locations here in the area. We have a Comfort Inn, Holiday Inn Express on the left here. And Chick-fil-A as well. Here's a Mod Pizza on the left. And then the QFC, I was mentioning the QFC grocery store. It's here on the left side. Starbucks inside of QFC. And you can see some of the other store options you have. Restaurants. 404 School of Music. I took my daughter there for piano lessons. So they have several locations as well. If you have kids or you just want to learn how to play an instrument, they offer a lot of options there for learning how to play instruments. Some great clips here on the left as well. Chase Bank in the corner. There's a Starbucks inside of this QFC, but there's also a Starbucks across the street from here as well, a dedicated location. They just remodeled it not long ago. It's really nice. So it's, if you want to kind of stay longer, not inside the grocery store, across the street would be best bet. Baskin Robbins here on the left, Bothell Drugs, and there's that Starbucks. And on the left, you'll see there's a Wendy's and Applebee's. Jimmy John's, Korean Eats and Bar, right as I'm looking to my left here before we leave this plaza, and the Euro Stop. Plenty of choices for places to eat, that's for sure. Okay, I'm gonna turn in to this other side we haven't gone through yet or looked at, and then we'll continue into downtown Bothell. Okay, we're turning left on 228 here. Just going to show you what's in this next shopping plaza. Bank of America. We have Five Guys Burgers and Fries. On the left side over there, you'll see, maybe you can see some stores. They have a Subway and some other restaurants. And an Arby's. So I'm going to pull in here on the right, and then we'll go and check it out here. Extended Stay America. For long-term stays. You have like a kitchen set up. And good for a lot of people who have to stay locally for a while. We're gonna go the back way here. Okay, you have a Jack in the Box on the right. Take a left here. You also see there's a cafe, Crystal Creek Cafe, here on the right, and we have Bonefish Grill, FedEx Kinko's. There's also going to be a Outback Steakhouse, Bella Vision. There's a couple other restaurants here on the right. Chat House, I think that's Indian cuisine. Yeah, it is. And then also Qdoba. Qdoba's a Mexican restaurant, Mexican food like Chipotle kind of. A little bit different. They include queso and let you kind of put anything on the burrito for no extra charge. I don't know why there's not more of them. I think it's pretty good. but it's another option if you want to try something different besides Chipotle for burritos. All right, we are going to go into downtown Bothell, so I can show you what's over there, and we're gonna drive into it just like we did here, so you can get a true idea of what it's like driving to downtown Bothell, how far it is, and kind of the surrounding areas. So we're gonna take a left here and then go ahead and turn right. Getting onto Bothell Everett Highway, and we're gonna continue to go straight, and then we will get closer to the Bothell downtown area. Next to downtown Bothell is going to be Kenmore, which is the next city over, and that's going to be kind of the start of Lake Washington. Lake Washington is a huge lake that Bellevue, Medina, Renton, Kirkland, Kenmore, a lot of these different cities, they surround it, kind of border it. And it's a popular place to bring boats and just to kind of enjoy a day, especially when it's warm. A lot of different areas that surround it. It's a pretty big lake. It's not more of a circle, it's more of like an oval, kind of more of a skinnier oval, but it's long. From north to south, it's several miles, so I don't want to say the exact number, I'm not sure, but I'd guess between 15 to 20 miles, maybe. Might be a little more. You have a U.S. Bank here on the left, Applebee's on the right, that Wendy's I mentioned earlier, Taco Bell, Goodyear, Indigo Urgent Care, and you have some housing communities here on the right, Toscana. There's an Italian restaurant there on the left. Grazie, I think I'm saying it right. On the left, you might be able to see the drive-through for the coffee. That's Mercury Coffee. Pretty popular. They have really good coffee. I've been there before. And a lot of these drive-through coffee shops get pretty busy. On the right side here, you'll find townhomes. This used to be a shopping center, outdoor shopping mall, essentially. Country Village Shops is what it was called. My wife actually used to work there many years ago, and they actually sold it and they put houses, townhomes. You'll have another Safeway up here on the right, and we can actually pull in really quick, kind of show you what's here. Woods Coffee. There's I think they have a few locations now. There's one here in the shopping center. There's a pet hospital here, a pet pro store, Ivar's. They have seafood and chicken. Very popular place. They have teriyaki as well. there's a Carolina Smoke. I run a group called Bothell's Best of Bothell on Facebook, and I've seen the owner or whoever runs their page like some of my posts as well, so I recognize that name. So hello, Carolina Smoke. Drive-through entrance, I'm assuming, is for Woods Coffee, and this Carolina Smoke is a barbecue place. All right, Zoom Care, and then Pet Bathhouse and Spa. You have a physical therapy store and Woods Coffee, Brooks Outlet. So you have some other options here. So as you can see, you don't have to drive too far to find most of what you're looking for. It is nice to have everything within a few minutes from where you live in Bothell. Just makes it easier so you don't have to spend too much time driving from place to place or just to find what you're looking for. So we have a Gentle Dental Orthodontics here. I think it's a dentist and orthodontist office. Stone Korean Restaurant, excuse me, and Ivar's, Jersey Mike's, they have sandwiches. A chiropractor place, skin and laser. And you got some teriyaki, a lot of teriyaki restaurants here, many good ones. It's hard to find a bad teriyaki restaurant, I'd say. At least here in Washington, in my experience. You have a dry cleaner, and Pet Pros, and then Mathnasium for math learning, and Nails and Spa Salon. All right, we are going to continue past this Safeway through this shopping center, and we are going to go into continue on to Bothell Everett Highway into downtown Bothell. They're adding more, I believe they're condos or apartments in downtown Bothell there. So it's starting to become a little more compacted there with all the development, but it's also being updated and allowing more people to live in the downtown Bothell area. So there's definitely a need for more housing here, and it's one way Bothell's trying to solve the problem, adding some condos and apartments. A nice sunny day here in Washington or in just the greater Seattle area makes a huge difference. We had some rain the other day, but you enjoy all the sunny days you can get. But once March comes around, March, April, and then into July, you're gonna have sun's gonna be way more common, and you're gonna love it because it's tough to beat. I'd say one of the nicest places I've ever been during the summer months and spring time, once the sun starts coming out. Deal with the rain to look forward to the awesome springtime and summer months. Dog and cat boarding. Bark Park Inn there on the right. Some apartment complex here. Artera on the left. All right, so we are getting into the downtown Bothell area. We're gonna have some different restaurants here, different stores. We'll kind of do a drive-through so you can see. Again, a lot of the same types of stores or types of stores or restaurants. A lot of them I already mentioned, but these are just other locations. But they have a QFC grocery store here as well. Sparta's Pizza here on the right. Best pizza in the universe, that's what it says. I guess anybody can claim that, right? Bothell Furniture Store on the right side here. Got a Chevron. Animal Hospital on the left. Cafe Ladro. I've been there. It's very good. Very popular here. I think I still may have a gift card there. I have not used yet, but I should. All right, here on the right side, you'll see you have some mixed use development. So you have some restaurants and stores on the bottom, and then you'll have living space above. So condos, apartments, and you'll see that that's kind of the common theme here in downtown Bothell. Actually, I had a client that I helped sell their house in Bothell, and they moved here in downtown, so they've been enjoying it. Because you can kind of just walk around here and do what you need to do, and just go right back to your home here locally. It's nice to have that mixed use option for people that are looking for an option to be close and not have to use their car too much. Ranch Drive-In. Seems like it's always, I've never been, but it seems like it's always pretty full. You'll see there on the right, they're building more condos, apartments. So that should be done. Looks like they're going to be done sometime this year. The downtown for Bothell is not huge. I mean, it's not like Bellevue or some of these other big cities, but this is their downtown. Baskin Robbins here. You got a bakery here on the left, Hillcrest Bakery. Sushi Zone on the left. Revolve True Food Wine Bar. A painting store as well, studio. Sherwin-Williams. And we have a closed road. Let's go left. Right. Julio's. I made a video about that restaurant. Really good Mexican food. Police department on the right. City Hall on the left. And you're gonna have Julio's Restaurant and the Cottage Coffee Bistro Bar on the right side as well. Julio's is a place you have to check out. I'd recommend it. We have a florist here as well, Bothell Florist. And let's see. There's a donut shop here. Yeah, Donut House, Countryside. I've been there as well. I recommend checking that place out also. Alright, let's continue on. Almost done. Another family Mexican restaurant, Gala de Oro on the left. Let me go straight here. So if you want to live in downtown Bothell with a place where you can walk everywhere and restaurants, stores, I mean, this would be the place to look at. Definitely would recommend that option. Mixed use will become more common. They've been trying to push that for years, and just allows people to have what they need close by. Don't really need a car. I'm sure a lot of people here just use Uber. The Bothell Library is here on the left as well. I'll go ahead and turn around so you can see. Barber shop here on the right side. you ever need your hair to be trimmed or cut, they got you covered. All right, so we're getting to the edge of Bothell here. I mean, if we continue on Bothell Everett Highway, you're gonna get into the Kenmore area. And there's a trail over here as well that you can take that goes for miles, and it goes pretty far south, and then you can take it around parts of the lake. So if you like to bike or jog, run, you'll have trails here that you'll use often if that's what you like to do. Welcome to Bothell for a day or a lifetime. Not sure if you saw that sign back there. That's what it said. Taking 405 north from Bothell, where we were, wanted to show where the University of Washington Bothell campus is. So if you have kids that are in college, or if you're in college and you're wondering, what options there are, in Bothell there is a campus. It's an extension of the University of Washington. And on the left side you can see some apartments there, mixed use living, which is close to the college. So let's go ahead and just drive by. Zoom out just a little bit. There we go. So from where we were in downtown Bothell, this is just a few minutes off, a few minutes from the freeway. I got onto 405 North, and the next exit was here in Northeast 195th. This is going to take us into where the University of Washington Bothell campus is. You'll see those apartments on the left. There's a Starbucks in there and some other restaurants and stores, and it's a great place to be if you want to be close to the college. We are on Beardsley Boulevard now. Potbelly restaurant in there, and we have a Starbucks as well. Some options there for you, and you see some signs already. W Bothell, that's for University of Washington Bothell. All right, we'll go ahead and turn in. University of Washington is a very popular college, one of the best ones in the US actually, but some people don't want to have to commute all the way into Seattle. And then this doesn't have, it's not the same size of course, but this can provide you some options to take some courses and to not have to go to UW as they call it, to do your full school. So I believe it is a little bit cheaper here, if I understand correctly. You have to check with the website. You know, they don't offer everything, so I'd be surprised if they charge the same amount as the main campus. But it being closer is a huge benefit. Cascadia College Bothell, or University of Washington Bothell. Alright, we're going to have some parking garages here. On the right side, you'll see parts of the college and the buildings. It is nice to be able to have a college close to where you live, because if you're already close to restaurants, stores, other services, and amenities, if you do have that need for a college not too far away, then having one like this is a huge plus. Continuing to do construction here and expand. It's grown quite a bit over the years. As more people move here, there's more demand for education, and a lot of the colleges, get filled up, so they need to expand, and this is one of those expansions that they're focusing on. Thank you so much for watching this video, driving through Bothell. Again, my name's Jonathan Martis with North Pacific Real Estate. I'm a local real estate broker in the area, along with my wife, Carmen Martis. So if you're looking to buy something here, or if you're ever wanting to sell your property as well, please let me know, 425-318-8999. Thank you.